Universal's Epic Universe opens up for everyone on May 22nd, and the hype, well, it is real. This world-class theme park is filled with what will become some of the best theme park attractions in the entire world. So I wanted to take some time and sort through the 11 attractions that are the actual rides and rank them from what I'm least excited about to the most excited about. Then be sure to click that subscribe button because I will be visiting Epic on opening day, and then I will create a new video ranking each attraction after I've experienced them. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Theme Park Brandon, and this is an epic video here. I'm really excited to share with you all of my thoughts on what I'm most excited about and just on every major attraction here at Epic Universe. I mean, obviously, the entire park is going to be phenomenal, and from every aspect of it. So, hold on, I'm getting a phone call real fast. Hold on. Hello? Walt? This is Walt? No, it can't be Walt Disney. Hey, how are you? How's life up in heaven? Oh. Walt Disney is saying he's really concerned with Epic Universe, and Disney has to change their ways because Epic Universe is phenomenal. I'm with you, Walt. I really think that's really nice of you. And he's really excited about Monsters Unchained as well. Well, Walt, I have to get back to this video, but have a magical day, and I hope you can get the Universal's Epic Universe soon. Alright, let's get into this. Number 11. So there's only 11 attractions at Epic Universe, and number 11 is like the least most, like, it's just okay. The Yoshi's Adventure. It's a slow moving, like, people mover, like, ride. There might be some dark ride segments, hopefully some pretty cool theming. This ride will be one of those rides that you want to ride just to kind of get off your feet for 5 minutes maybe. And obviously it's good for the little kids. And I think it'll be really cool riding this ride and looking out and seeing the whole entire Super Nintendo world around you, all the colors and everything. So this ride really is going to give you a lot to look at, but sadly, it's the least attraction that I'm excited for. Number 10 is the Constellation Carousel. You know, this thing could really be cool, and I really am. We really don't know a lot about it, and just being on the carousel in Celestial Park, you're really going to get a lot of cool views from the ride, hopefully. And if anything, I mean, this absolute beautiful dome that they built on top of this attraction is just phenomenal. So that right there alone is enough to make it number 10 for me. Number 9, of course, is the Fyre Drill, the water ride, the Mach Power Boat Splash, whatever they're called, the Splash Battle. And this is going to be really cool, interactive, attraction for the kids and for the families, and the How to Train Your Dragon portal area. So I'm really excited about that overall. I wish this was a log flume or a water coaster. I think it's a very interesting choice for Epic. I don't know if it's budget concerns or what, but I think there's a lot of other water rides or water-based attractions that could have been used for this that would have been really beneficial for Epic because it's going to be hot. And that's the only water ride in the park, and it's low capacity, so I'm a little concerned with that. And staying in How to Train Your Dragon for number 8 here, and that's Dragons Racers Rally. This thing is the Gerstlauer Skyfly, I think they're called. These are a lot of fun. I had the privilege to ride the one up in the Mall of America Nickelodeon Universe. And I think by the end of the ride, I got one flip on it. But, you know, they're really cool just because you kind of control your own pace. I'm glad there's 2 of them because, again, capacity is really, really bad on these. But overall, I think just the idea of the whole aspect of each vehicle themed like a dragon, and you can flip it and you're soaring to the sky, kind of like a dragon. It's really, really cool. So I think this will definitely be a ride that I do want to ride on opening day. The other 3, if I get to them, great. If not, then that's fine too. Now the first dark ride coming in at number 7 will be the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Now, the reason why I'm not as excited about this as opposed to the others is I believe this is a clone, if not a very similar ride, like the one that opened up in Hollywood. So, and I've heard decent things about it. I think the ride will be fun. I'm not expecting to be blown away by the attraction. I think it'll be a good time. And, you know, sadly, I feel like I think more people will talk about the actual Nintendo World Land over this ride. But I am excited for overall. I think it'll be good. You know, it'll be fun. Again, I've never been on the one in Hollywood, so I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. I know my kid will like it, so that's really all that matters for me, but I'm definitely excited for it. Which brings me to, if you're planning a trip to Universal's Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida, then you definitely want to check out my ultimate guides. As you can see right here, both videos are like 25 minutes long, filled with tons of crucial information on how you can have the best day possible at the park, and a bunch of tips that really would help you save time, money, and just get more out of your time. That's my goal for you guys, to have the best experience possible by these ultimate guide videos. So be sure to check them out. You can find the links to them in the description of this video. Number 6 is Monsters Unchained. I'm just kidding. It's the D-Key Minecart Madness, the Donkey Kong theme coaster. And this thing's really short. The technology is phenomenal. That's why this is in the middle of my list. I really am intrigued by it, just because of, you know, the actual where the piece of the car that's attached to the track is way below you. And I think that's really going to create, obviously, some cool visuals as it's intended to do. But I just think that this ride's going to be a really big hit with the families. Fortunately, Universal wasn't thinking much about capacity with this ride. That line's going to be very, very slow moving. But the good news is there's a moving station, I believe, and the ride doesn't last very long anyways. So hopefully the line will be like a constant flow of, you really are just never really going to stop moving. That is the hope there. Number 5 might surprise some people, but the Curse of the Werewolf. And so, this ride, like the overhead views from BioReconstruct on X, be sure to go on there and follow him and follow me, of course, but he posts some amazing aerial pictures of the park. This ride just doesn't really, it looks fun. It looks too short for me. Like, I'm just kind of not feeling the length. I know that there's a swing launch in the middle of it, and I think that's going to be awesome. The whole theming of it, seeing some of the werewolves would be cool. And then rumors are at night, the lights will be kind of tracing you as you go through the layout. It looks fun. I'm intrigued by it. I wish this was a mock extreme spinner coaster, but it's not. It's like the more family version of that. But again, when you have this giant, enormous, world-class theme park, I just figured that this ride would be a little bit longer, therefore it could offer a little bit better capacity, maybe some more dark ride segments. But nonetheless, it looks like a very fun ride overall. Again, I think night rides are really going to be where this attraction shines. Now, sadly, I'm not a travel specialist, so if you are planning a trip to Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, or any Florida theme park, then I recommend contacting my friend Callie Beck, who is a travel concierge specialist with Wand and Compass Travel. And the best part is, she's going to plan out your whole entire Orlando vacation for free. Yes, really for free, and there's no catch. In fact, I have her planning my trip to Walt Disney World this October and Epic Universe as well. This way, you do not have to worry so much about planning the trip as much as just enjoying it and less stress. So that's what all that matters really, is just go and enjoy and let the experts do all the hard work and all the planning for you. Which brings me to number 4, Hiccup's Wing Gliders. This intimate multi-launch family coaster looks like a ton of fun. I am really excited about this. I'm thinking like Hagrid's, but not as good. Definitely more, maybe, I wouldn't say family friendly than Hagrid's, but just obviously not as long or not as large. But I really like the idea of how you're diving on the water, going along the water, you dive under the bridge, like that whole sequence, whether you're a bystander on the bridge or the midway walking by or on the ride itself, is really going to be cool. I think this ride is going to be a sleeper hit. And I think obviously it's the best attraction that's going to be in Isle of the Burke. Though, attraction-wise, I think the live show might be better, might be the best one there in that portal. But regardless, Hiccups looks like a great ride, and it all depends on how it runs. Is there a little bit of airtime? Is there a little bit of, you know, quick transitions in the back row? Are we looking at, again, like a Hagrid's or like something else? I mean, this is an Intamin, which is fantastic. You know me and my Intamins, but I think it'll be a really, really solid ride, and hopefully it's high capacity. And I think this is going to be a really, really enjoyable ride for many. Which brings me to number 3, Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. Now, here's why this is number 3. This ride, first and foremost, no one's been on it yet. At least most people have not that's had the previews. And from what I'm hearing, the queue line is absolutely phenomenal. And the actual ride itself, from what the rumors are, is that there's like no other ride like it out there, and it's going to blow every ride out of the water. I'm not trying to hype myself up too much for it. I personally, don't judge me here. My channel is a judgment-free zone. I don't care anything what you think or how you think. I'm not going to judge you. Don't judge me. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. Well, to be fair, I've never really seen the movies. So I just have never really had the interest in it. Though I like Hogwarts and Hagrid's and Diagon Alley. And this area will be really cool to see as well. I think the ride itself is going to be awesome. I'm really intrigued by this whole elevator aspect of the ride and just how large this show building is. There's a lot of cool things Universal can do, so I'm super, super hyped for it. Again, this could easily become my favorite ride in the park. And that's the beauty of the top 3 here. They can all flip-flop. Who knows? But this thing looks phenomenal. Now, when I go to Epic Universe, I'm going to be wearing some Keep Riding Coasters gear, like the shirt I'm wearing right now. Be sure to check out my online store at keepridingcoasters.com for all my coaster gear. It's affordable, it's comfortable, and I appreciate very much, and I love seeing my merch in the parks. Now it's time for the number 2, and that would be Monsters Unchained. The reason why is I'm a coaster guy, you know? Like, it's hard to pass up that beautiful looking piece of steel that's right in Celestial Park. But Monsters Unchained, it's going to be awesome. I mean, again, just like the Harry Potter attraction, the queue line's part of the experience. It practically is an attraction all by itself. So from the queue line to the ride itself, the animatronics, and if you don't know, I don't want to give too many spoilers, and it really isn't a big spoiler, but the robotic arm that you're on for the ride vehicles, just like Forbidden Journey at Harry Potter. So I'm really intrigued by it. I like that ride system's phenomenal. So I'm really intrigued by how they can make this ride even better. So this ride looks fantastic from everything we know so far to date, and all the reviews of the team members that have been on most of the rides. This is always ranked up there with number 1, number 2, maybe number 3, but not many. I think this could very well be, guys. We are all witnessing something special here when you ride this ride, and when you experience it, because it could very well become the best dark ride ever created. From what I hear, Universal really outdid themselves and knocked it out of the park. Therefore, I'm stoked. Which brings me to number 1, obviously Stardust Racers. And where do I start? It's Mach. Good for me. There's airtime. Double good for me. There's inversions. Heck yeah. And you duel. Like, it's a great nod to Dueling Dragons, which opened up IOA for their opening. So having this massive coaster right here and how they interact and the inversions, the airtime, the launches, it's going to be really cool. Now, some might say there's a little bit of a rattle. I mean, some Mach coasters have rattles. But you know what? Overall, you know, it's not like you're going to get a headache on it. And this ride, everything I'm hearing is phenomenal. Airtime. Might be better than Velocicoaster. Some people say it is. Now, here's the thing, okay? When I give you guys my vlog on opening day at Epic, and then obviously these rankings after I rode everything, I don't really like hype stuff up as the park wants me to. I kind of stay neutral and tell you exactly what I think it is. And I feel like a lot of people, I'm trying not to overhype myself for Stardust, only because I feel like a lot of people are saying, oh, it's better than Velocicoaster, it's better than Quasi, it's better than this, because like they want to be on the good side of the parks. And I'm not saying that's always the case. Some people are not, but then it really is their favorite ride. That's great. But some people, you know, like any industry, there are going to be some people out there that try to do that. With that being said, it looks like a great ride. Would it be better than Velocicoaster? I don't know. There's not much theming involved. It's not themed to dinosaurs. It's not Intamin. I mean, there's no Mosasaurus roll. So we will see. But the airtime looks great. The layout looks fantastic. That celestial spin part of the ride, that inversion, the element looks just, mouth-watering. Overall, I really am stoked with this, but I'm going into it knowing that my favorite ride, again, could be the Battle of the Ministry or Monsters Unchained or obviously Stardust or who knows, maybe Yoshi's. I don't know at this point. There's just so many great rides. But yeah, Stardust Racers, if there's airtime the way people are saying it is, and if the ride is that intense, then we are looking at potentially a top 10 buster, meaning that it's going to be in everyone's top 10 list and it's going to just screw up everyone's list. And that's great. That's what I would love. And I could very well see Iron Gwazi, Velocicoaster, and Stardust Racers all being in my top 10 come this time. Well, actually in a couple months. So with that being said, what are you most excited about Epic Universe? And make sure you check out my Epic Universe attraction guide, where I list out every attraction, tell you all the detailed information about it in the area, all the portal information, the restaurants, etc. The videos at the bottom of your screen. Be sure to check that out. And with that being said, again, let me know what your thoughts are on Epic. What are you most excited about when you're visiting? And with that being said, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and of course, keep riding coasters.